I was just laughing that we're at the point of the trip where I'm using the towel to clean our feet to dry our dishes. So yeah, we're barely alive. On this episode of The Journey, we continue our way into Colorado as we explore the mind-blowing Bishop's Castle along with the Black Canyon of the Gunnison. Then I accept a 50 faceplant challenge, and then we find some spectacular boondocking spots on top of a mountain, although our van almost falls apart on the way there. Oh, hang on guys, it's gonna get really bumpy. Very bumpy. See if it's worth it. Wow, what a view. Oh my goodness. Where are we going again?
I don't know. We are going to Bishop's Castle. It is a castle that's handmade by a man that is still actually working on it. It's open to the public.
Neither of us knew fully what to expect, but we both were so excited to see this man-made masterpiece we had heard about while planning our road trip. We really enjoyed our drive on the way to Bishop's Castle. The snow was just so beautiful, contrasting with all of the birds and the trees and scenery. We're going into a legit whiteout right now, so wish us luck. I'm really not sure how we're gonna make it through here.
Scared enough.
Well, you don't say that. We're trying to create, some serious cliffhangers. Speaking of cliffhangers, we're learning. We are pulling up to Bishop's Chapel. I hope it's open even though there's snow everywhere. So we should be good to go, but we don't really know. We've never been there.
Before entering, we are not responsible for your safety. We are not responsible for your physical, mental, or emotional well-being. Bishop Castle is under construction. Proceed past this point with extreme caution. You must keep children and pets under control at all times. We reserve our right to freedom of speech and expression. You might experience foul language. You might experience strongly expressed behavior.
I think I could be friends for sure with this guy. Wow, this is beautiful. This is the longest spiral staircase I've ever been up. Oh my. This is incredible up here. I'm so proud of you walking all the way up here. This is crazy. You want to get in her jacket? You truly are a little hobbit. You gotta get inside the jacket.
He knows it's warmer.
All these archways are, gosh, so gorgeous. Man. Alright guys, we've been to some pretty cool stuff already. But seriously, how was that?
It was amazing! Just like we're at Anthony's Chapel.
Yeah, Anthony's Chapel and now Bishop's Castle. Bishop's Castle, not Bishop's Castle. And wow, just spectacular. So we're loading up the kids, knocking all the snow off our boots, and hitting the road. So we're just leaving Bishop's Castle and we're gonna drive through the mountains to Black Canyon. But there's a natural grocers on the way, which is just kind of mind-blowing to me. As you're driving through all these big mountains and stuff, then there's these towns with like legit stores with organic food. I'm really starting to like Colorado. We are now on our way to the Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park. We are very excited. This is one of those bigger stops that we definitely wanted to hit up on our way through the middle of Colorado as we head down towards the Four Corners. Which reminds me, today's made-up sponsor is words. Words are the simple solution for just about everything in life. You can build sentences, create legal or fictional names, bless people, create spells, maybe even curse with them if you need to vent a little. Or if you prefer to just write down those kinds of words, you can simply use cursive writing as an alternative. Words can also help you knowingly or unknowingly enter into a contract without your informed consent. Here's to you, taxes. Words have been known to cause life and death. Make sure you eat before using words. Some studies have shown that people who use too many words have had trouble breathing and often have issues with mispronunciation. Spell checks are not included. Make sure to consult your oldest edition of the Black's Law Dictionary before using any words. Now, back to our video. Got a little detour on our way to the Black Canyons of Gunnison National Park. Nailed it. Hello, my dear. We've been climbing for a long time. It's crazy to see these like homesteads and farms and stuff up on top of this mountain. When we got up to the top, Ariel needed to rest for a little bit, so the kids and I went for a hike, and then she joined us later on, and we were all able to enjoy it together. Think it's too big?
Yeah.
Erilyn, what do you think about it? Ariel, what do you think about it?
It just aren't words, right? Like, I don't think our brains can comprehend the scale.
I think our brains are like going very primal and being like, dear God, you're too close to
Yeah.
certain death. Levi, you think it's a peregrine falcon? Look, there it is. You see it?
Yeah, I think it is. Daddy, it's smaller than that.
I think it is a peregrine falcon. As we left Black Canyon of the Gunnison, Ariel and I weren't really sure if any future destinations were going to be able to top this one. Our breath truly was taken away with these spectacular views. Well, in between our last few destinations, we had a couple rough nights of boondocking and just camping in general. So I decided to go ahead and treat our whole family to 3 nights at an Airbnb. Which is plenty big for all of us to have our own kind of space and, you know, reset. And we don't really have that built into the budget to do 3 nights at Airbnb, but we also don't have, you know, people going insane built into the budget either. So I think it's gonna be worth it. So we are currently at an Airbnb We booked it for 3 nights. We needed a reset to refresh, get our bearings. We had a few rough nights in a row camping. I booked a campsite for 3 nights on top of a mountain that was like, I think 9,000 feet elevation or something. It was a blast, beautiful, but after our first night, I woke up and I was like, we need to leave. I don't know why, but we're leaving today. And I didn't care if we got our money back for the next 2 nights. So anyways, as we were packing up, the camper next to us is like, oh, you guys heading out today too? And we're like, yeah. He's like, crazy snowstorm coming, eh? And we're like, there's a snowstorm coming? He's like, yeah, like 12 to 18 inches is gonna hit this weekend. So it's a good idea to leave right now. And I was like, wow, I guess my intuition's doing well right now. Other than the fact that I booked for 3 nights to begin with. I guess I'm really gonna be able to test out those tires. Anyways, I gotta get this van moved. I gotta get a couple more things unloaded. It's really starting to snow now. It's snowing in the van. Gotta get my guitar out. And I gotta get the violin. Whoa. It's already frozen solid to step up. Freezing my Royal Rastafari nanas off out here. We're gonna go out for one more trip to the store to get our last bit of groceries before the bread, milk, and eggs. If you can't have French toast during a snowstorm, you won't survive. But we're loaded up from the store. The snow's really starting to come down. We gotta get back through the mountain pass to our little cottage before the roads get too crazy. Made it back to the house.
And I have a watermelon, my favorite. I love watermelon, actually.
Yeah. Nice to have watermelon in the snow. Take some watermelon slushies? Anybody? So, update. The town we are in actually has an elevation of about 9,500 feet. So we're actually higher than we were at the campground that we left because of the snowstorm coming in. So we outran a snowstorm, ultimately to be in a different snowstorm that's actually the same snowstorm, just an hour and a half away.
You were working good.
Well, here it is, the very beginning. We probably got about 3 or 4 inches right now, but
Now it'll be 3 feet.
I don't know about that much, but probably a lot. I just decided to challenge myself to do 50 face plants in the snow.
It's really hard. I like when you have like brain freeze from the snow smacking my face. The ice, yes, she moves like a woman. I just got way happy. Just be one with the ice. Just be in the moment. I'm seriously a lot of pain right now. It's funny. It's funny to someone. When you're one fresh snow. Well, I did it. I'm very proud of myself, and probably don't try that at home.
The next evening, we had to plan on boondocking, and we found what sounded like a cool spot on top of a mountain from iOverlander. Turned out to be a little bit of a bumpy ride up the mountain in our van. This is the road we're going up to camp. for dramatic effect. And resume. Wow. What a view. Oh my goodness. We had one more tiny rock obstacle compared to that hill to get over before we got to the site, but the van did just fine. I can't believe this is real.
How'd I do?
You did good. It only took 3 CDs to the head. It felt like a bit of a victory making it to the top of this mountain. And even though it was a gorgeous scene from up there, we had about 60-mile-per-hour winds, and we were very unprotected while the van was rocking back and forth for the first few hours of the night. Started off the next morning with some yodeling and breakfast on the rocks. See that trail down there? I'm gonna go do some one-wheeling. On our heels. Well, that was a fun boondocking experience.
Yeah, I think it was probably the best. I like not being on the highway and being out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, look at that view. So other than there was some crazy winds in the night, up until about midnight, the van was shaking because we're on top of a mountain and it was windy. So like in town it said 20-mile-per-hour winds. Up here felt more like 60-ish. The van was like, I had to turn the van to avoid the wind rocking it side to side as bad, so I angled it a little differently. That helped. And then the wind finally died down and we slept pretty good overall.
Yeah, it's been good. And then he angled the van too to block the wind as I made breakfast.
Yeah.
Genius.
It worked out well. So now we gotta head back down that treacherous road that that shook the CDs out of our roof up there. So we're gonna go down that road now. Hopefully it goes well. You guys ready for your next adventure?
Yeah!
Woohoo! We gotta get out of here first. Feeling pretty good about my tire purchase right now. Alright, here we go. Back down this wonderfully friendly hill. We had to hit some of those. Oh my gosh. The water tank's really getting tested back there.
I have to pee! My water tank's getting tested.
Oh my god, look at these pumps. Holy smokes.
Frying pan clanking.
I got that.
What do we do, clamp it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I don't have to pee anymore.
Oh, it depends on what you mean. place we stayed last night has tons of mountain biking trails. And down here at the lower site, they have a lost and found. My question is, how do you lose a helmet? Well, we hope you have enjoyed this episode of The Journey. Please subscribe and like this video, help it get seen, share it around to your friends and family. And until next time, my name is Leif.
I'm Ariel.
And I'm Levi. I'm Kaden. I'm Marilyn. I'm Kaden.
Keep living, thriving, and building.